Good morning, first grade. It's Miss Whitfield. Welcome to our phonics lessons from home. Each day we will start with a quick little warm-up and then about a 5-minute phonics lesson to teach you new content. This week in phonics we are going to learn about special vowel sounds, the letters AU and AW.
Our phonics warm-up for today is letter discrimination. Your job is to write down on a whiteboard or paper all of the blends that you see on this whiteboard. You may want to pause the video so you have time to find all of them. These are the blends that you should have written down from above. Remember that a blend is two or more letters coming together, but they still maintain their original sound.
Every new phonics pattern we learn begins with a secret story. So our secret story for AU and AW goes like this. These letters are in love and have a big crush on each other. So whenever they have to stand right next to each other in a word, they get so embarrassed that they will look downward and say very shyly, "Aww." Okay, today we're going to start with the special vowel combination of AU. And the way that you code AU is with one X, because both of these are vowels, but they're only making one sound, so you don't need two X's. And then to show that they go together to make one sound, you put an arc underneath the X. Okay, so now we're going to write a list of words that contain AU. So our first word that we're going to write is going to be haunt. And so after you have written it all down, then you go back and you code it to prove that those are the sounds it's making. A vowel, arc it because they go together, and a blend on the end. Okay, our next word is going to be haul. Ooh. And again, you start from the left, work to the right, and then you go around if needed to prove that those sounds are what you wrote. So we have an X for the vowel, special vowels, and then they go together to make one sound, so you write an arc. Okay, our next word is going to be launch. And you start on the left to prove your sounds. So we have vowel, special vowels, and arc says that they go together, and then we have a digraph. Ch. Our next word is going to be fault. And come back under and code it, an X for both of the vowels, an arc underneath, and that is it on that one. Okay, let's do two more. We have the word fraud. So you have a blend in the beginning you should hear, fur, then and fraud, and come back and code it. You have a blend in the beginning, your special vowels, put an arc underneath, and you have the word fraud. Last one, let's do sauce. This is a tricky one, but you learned this one before spring break, so hopefully you can remember how to code it. All right, so you should notice something right here that we learned before spring break. So you come back to the left and work underneath it. You have two vowels. You put an arc under the AU, and then think about how you code those last two letters. This is a vowel, so you mark it. You don't hear it, so you cross it off. And then on the top of it, you need a rainbow S, because this is the soft sound of C. Okay, now we're going to try one multisyllable word. So we're going to write the word August. Remember, it is a capital because it's a proper noun. August. August. Then you come back and you prove the words. So we have a vowel and a special vowel. It goes together. And then you have another vowel here. And then you have a blend. Then you come back around to the top and you put a breathe because this is a short U sound. And then you have one last step in a multisyllable word. You have to figure out where you break it. So you can have your child clap this part, August. And where the clap is, where it breaks it apart, is where you draw your line from top to bottom to break it. The last part of our lesson today is to notice where you can find AU in words when you write them. And so if you put a line up here and a line here, will help your child remember that AU is most often found in the middle. So if you have this list of words that they wrote on the paper, have them take a yellow or red or a bright crayon and circle all of the AUs so that they can visually see that they come in the middle most often. You can find them at the beginning of the word, but it's not as common as you will find it in the middle, and you will never find it at the end of a word.